Greetings, mortals. I'm the Lord of Dragons, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be an unscripted review of the He-Man movie that just dropped. If you hear any noise, that's either my neighbors or my cat. Yeah, I have a cat. She's an old cat, but that's beside the point. So I saw the He-Man movie yesterday, and I had a good time. It was a good movie. It felt like, okay, so you guys remember Thor Ragnarok like a few years back? Like that one good Thor movie that people like? Okay, so it's sort of like that, but a rock opera. Sort of like they like actually do play a lot of rock songs on there. Hang on, let me move my mic up a bit so you guys can hear me better. Yeah, so they play a lot of rock music in there, and it's a pretty fun movie. This part will be spoiler free. There is going to be a spoiler part. So let's see. What is his name? Jared Leto. Jared Leto as Skeletor. Jared Leto as Skeletor. Like, he is a good, funny Skeletor. The problem which I had about him is the fact that his voice just didn't match what Skeletor should be. Or at least, like, the Skeletor they're trying to be. Like, this isn't like the mini comics version of Skeletor where he's like this actual dark wizard, like, you know, dark fantasy wizard that is actually menacing and broody. They're clearly going with the age version of Skeletor. Like, pretty much nowadays, anytime there's a Master Universe project, they're going to take more from the 1983 cartoon than they are from the 82 comics. So, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that part of the reason why 83 Skeletor was so comedic was because, you know, his voice was silly. They gave him a very silly sounding voice. 2026 Skeletor is comedic sometimes, but it's like it's sort of like how can I put this? His voice is just way too intimidating for him to be that funny, like the way they want it to be. He's still funny. There was a joke that minor spoiler. There was a joke where he made after he killed Mothman, and he killed Mothman, and he turns to Evelyn and say, "Look, Evelyn, I made mulch." And I'm not gonna lie, I actually laugh, which sucks because I do actually like Mothman. The version of Mothman didn't do anything. I don't even think he had any lines in the film, but yeah, Mothman got killed. He made a joke. I actually laughed at that joke. But yeah, Jared Leto is fine. He's arguably the best part. The actor that played Adam, I forgot his name. He's actually okay. He just has his very cringe moments, and I will explain later. Let's see. Well, pretty much the main problems I have with the movie is the fact that it's cluttered with Marvel humor. Like, every minute there is a joke or someone's talking when it really shouldn't be. Sometimes characters do shit that doesn't make any sense for the story. And also there are times where characters like it's just basically the Marvel humor. There's also the fact that Adam being on Earth was pointless. He's only on Earth for like really 10, maybe 15 minutes of the film, not even the whole 20 minutes. It's ultimately pointless. They could just have him, I don't know, they could have just actually had Skeletor and Forces attack, did what the 2000X cartoon did, and just have Skeletor and Forces attack when he was like a teenager in his 20s, like right before he had to receive the power and everything, because that's where all the important stuff come from. It ultimately didn't matter why he was on Earth. It had no input on anything. Like, and he didn't like lose his memories or anything. He remembers his life on Eternia just vividly. He just couldn't remember the names of a lot of masters. And there's also a thing where he did name the Masters and Skeletor Forces, um, at like the cartoon. Like he like it's implied that the names he gives them aren't like their real names, but it's the names we know them are. So like Fisto's real name isn't Fisto. They never said what his real name is, but they said Fisto, and they make a joke saying like, "Oh, Fisto, you fist people," and like, "No, I don't fist people," and yeah, that came from a meme. That never was in the comics, by the way. He never said I fist them all. Is that what you're looking for? That's just a meme. He said Ram Man's name is because you're a man, you ram things. I'm like, yeah. Now they're making fun of the names Adam gave the Masters. When I'm like, the villain's name is Skeletor and he's a skull-faced motherfucker. Like, what did you guys it kind of does poke fun of He-Man a little bit. Which, okay, fair point. The goofiness of He-Man is what I kind of liked about it. Like, its goofiness is what I like about it. The problem is that I feel like stuff like comic book characters are goofy. Comic books are going to be goofy. But when you're adapting them, instead of making fun of the goofiness, I feel like people should embrace the goofiness more. I'm pretty sure instead of just poking fun and making meta commentary on the humor, like the goofiness of the comic or the world you live in, just embrace it. Just embrace the goofiness. This is Eternia. This is a world where monsters, mutants, wizards, barbarians, cyborgs, aliens, they all coexist. And they're making fun of the fact that Adam named guys Fisto and Ram Man and made fun that he called himself He-Man or called Teela and Hermione Warrior Princess or some shit. I mean, not Warrior Princess, Warrior Goddess, which she hasn't been called since the comics, and she's not even a real goddess, but that's my point. What else? Ultimately, it's like, yeah, outside the Marvel humor constantly, and, yeah, just mostly the Marvel humor, some nonsensical shit the characters did, and also the fact that Adam was only on Earth for like 15 minutes of the film, which was pointless, is the main complaint I have about the Master Universe film. That's it. The rest was actually pretty fun. Like, I actually did like a lot of rock opera films. Like, I feel like if you ever did a sword and sorcery or fantasy genre film, there should be a rock opera. It should be a rock opera. Play metal music. That's the genre of the fantasy. That is the music genre of the fantasy genre. That is literally the metal. Metal is literally, they're playing metal songs, metal albums that just basically guys talk about going on an epic journey and fighting an evil wizard or a dragon or a demon lord or something. And yeah, let's be honest, it's pretty cool. But what else? So here's gonna be in spoiler territory, which is gonna be Adam has a roommate in the film. He does nothing. It's kind of pointless. I did not like how they written Man-at-Arms. Like, as soon as like Skeletor attacked and Trapjaw beat him in that one fight, which he was holding his own against very well. Well, like years later, he's a drunken idiot. He's a drunken buffoon. He's a lazy slob who just throws up on himself. He's just giving up and everything. I'm like, this is not Duncan. Duncan is a war veteran, and war veterans know when you basically, like, when you fall in, there's going to be times where, you know, there are going to be some battles you can't win. There are going to be some battles you can't win. You're going to have to lose. You're going to have to surrender. You're going to have to forfeit whatever there is. Then you retreat, regroup, and re-strategize and retake, and, like, basically get a rematch in war. That's basically war 101. Like, that has happened. Like, but, like, Duncan basically got his ass beat by Trapjaw in one fight, which it was a pretty close fight. Like, there was plenty of time where Duncan got his ass beat, was whooping Trapjaw's ass, but he got his ass beat in that fight mostly at the end. And And after that, he just gives up and became like a drunk loser. Like, dude, you're a war veteran. Pick yourself up and just rally the troops again. And it's kind of weird because he gives Adam this speech after King Randor beats Adam in sparring match, saying, "Hey, when we knock down, it's the time we rise to the occasion." I'm like, okay, Duncan, rise to the occasion. It makes no sense why you give Kid Adam this advice, but you won't take it, I guess. Also at the beginning of the film, Adam, who was pretty sure 8 years old at this time, was just sparring with a bunch of 10, 12, 13-year-old kids. Like, and they're making fun of him like, oh, haha, look how weak and protect Adam is. You are fighting a child half your size. You are weak yourself if you ever, like, try to pick a fight with somebody half your size and win. You are an asshole. Everybody who made Adam fight, every person who Adam was made to fight, Duncan was kind of an asshole for this, and Randor was an asshole. Like there's no kid in that sparring class that was around Adam's height. Everybody was like twice his size, 3 times his size. It was bullshit, and they're trying to lecture him like, Adam, you can't fight like this. You can't fight like that. You can't do like. Wait until he's older or something to start his training, or put him in a class with kids around his age. What the fuck? So also there was one scene where Skeletor first attacked Eternos, and basically Queen Marlena took a blast from Skeletor. And I thought, like, oh, she died. But then later in this film, it's revealed that she's alive. But she does nothing throughout the entire film. And I'm like, would it make more sense to have her die at the beginning? Like, give Adam more motivation to go after and kill Skeletor? Like, oh, I want to go kill Skeletor out of revenge for killing my mom and killing my dad. And then it should be the lesson of how, like, okay, but we don't need a vengeful person. We need a champion to save people. I feel like that should have been Adam's arc. Like him learning to keep his empathy and everything despite like all the horrific things the villains have done. Like, do not forget about the people you're protecting. Sort of like that. Sort of like how what character went through this arc? Guts from Berserk did this. Like, if you ever read Berserk the manga, or watch the shitty 2016 version, you know about the Conviction arc. And basically because Guts was going around killing apostles and wanting revenge against the apostles and Griffiths, for things that Casca ran off, went missing, and Guts realized, hey, I can't protect the people I care about and want revenge at the same time. It's not necessarily revenge is wrong. It's just that you gotta put other people before yourself. You gotta get your priorities straight. I feel like that should have been the arc, but instead it's sort of like they were trying to do a whole, I don't know what the arc was. Like, I think Adam arc was just basically stop being a pussy. Like, that was it. It was like, dude, don't try to reason or talk to the enemy. This is war. Stop being a pussy. They're not going to care about your feelings. Go over there and go fuck them up. Which, yeah. I think Adam was okay. I just feel like he had his cringe moments. Like when, during one scene in the film, he was on a date with a girl on Earth, and he told her about Eternia. I'm like, dude, you've been on Earth for 15 years. You old enough. So basically, you were 8 when you left. You're probably like 23 now. Let's say you're 10 years old at the eldest. And you're 23 now. I mean, not 23, 25 now. You had like all high school and college to know, middle school, college, high school, all of that to know, hey, buddy, maybe not talk about Eternia. and all that other shit. Also, Adam also was looking up swords on his home, not home, work computer, and got caught by his boss. And she said, "Hey, you gotta stop looking up on swords at work. You gotta put that shit aside. You gotta do your job," which he does. I just feel like that should be easily resolved. Just Adam just wait until he gets home, and start looking up swords or shit, or do that on his breaks. Like he does this shit during the time when he works. Like you know how some bosses might have a rule saying like you can't like eat stuff outside your breaks or like. Honestly, I don't know. That's normal. I work at a plant, and that's a rule. So somebody comment below if that's a normal thing. But yeah, I feel like that could be either resolved if Adam just wait till he got home or wait until he was on break to start looking up swords and shit instead of just doing it during the time he's supposed to be working. Let's see. Evelyn was okay, but I feel like they're trying to do a whole Joker and Harley Quinn relationship between Skeletor and Evelyn. Which I don't know. Like they're trying to do a whole build her like they're trying to make it seem like she's a misunderstood, abused person. Like no, Evelyn is evil. She's evil. She's also conniving and manipulative. And a lot of times she does plot against Skeletor too. Like she has her own desires for power and everything, and more willing to betray Skeletor for that power. And like she's also evil. Like let's be honest, her name is Evil Lynn for a reason. She takes that name for herself. Like nobody gave her that name. She likes being evil. Beastman was in here. He was pretty cool, but he didn't do much. Cringer, you don't see until like 3/4 of the movie in, and when he did like transform into a Battle Cat, you don't actually see the actual transformation. They cut away with just actually he doesn't even fight as Battle Cat. He fights Beastman as Cringer, and at that point I'm thinking, why does he need to be Battle Cat? Like, Battle Cat literally makes him more brave, more stronger. He actually gets the power of grace. It helps him feel with confidence. Now that it's gone. What else? Oh, there was one other joke during the film where where Fisto and Ram-Man were fighting all Skeletor's forces, and Fisto says, Ram-Man, give them head. And I actually kind of laugh, like, yeah, that's the shit me and my bro would say, like, yeah, give them some head, dude. But one of my also main problems is the fact that they don't show any of the non-human races. Like, they don't show Stratos and his race. They don't show Buzzoff and the Adrenals. They don't even got many faces. So they had Mothman. Mothman was the only like non-human character of the non-human character of the Master of the Universe, the Heroic Warriors, and he just dies. The one non-human dude you have on his team, and he just dies. Oh, they also give this other girl who used to be a bully of Adam. First off, why would you bully the prince of the fucking kingdom? You do realize his dad can have you killed, right? They try. Also, why? Although they try to make you like Adam was always a loser, right? Adam was an 8-year-old kid getting bullied by kids twice and 3 times his height, and they were like preteens. Like they were all like preteens, early teens. Like he's not a weakling. Everyone else is just a lot bigger and stronger than him. And the joke was, you used to shove me in the lockers. Also, for some reason, they lock Adam, Tila, and Roboto in a cell, but that's also where they're keeping Man-at-Arms. And I'm like, it was the Heroic Warriors, by the way, the good guys. They know that Tila is one of them. They know Tila is one of them, and they brought the sword, and they don't trust Adam, but they know this is like Tila. That made no sense. Like, they're your allies. It makes sense you put Adam in there, but why? Because you didn't know if he's a real Prince Adam or not. But why would you put Tila in there, and why would you put Duncan in there? You guys know these were your friends. Why not just put Adam in a separate cell or something? I don't know. What else? What else? They could have just killed Randor off the beginning of the film. They just could have just killed Randor off the beginning of the film. Could have just kill him off later on. And yeah, I don't understand why. They also, so let's see what else. And post credit scene, Orko shows up. He did nothing throughout the film. He just gives the whole like in the 83 cartoon, he gives a little talk where talks to the audience like, today's lesson we learned this and this and this and this. And then he says something like, oh, by the way, if you got a skull for a face, you're most likely the bad guy. And I'm like, Skeletor is evil because he wants to be, and not because he got a skull for a face. He can always choose to be a bad person. He just chooses not to. But yeah, I don't know. So you remember? Okay, so when the trailer for the Master Universe movie dropped, a lot of people complained that Tila was wearing pants and wasn't wearing her iconic skirt. First of all, my fellow Gooners, there's a lot of ass shots of Tila in that pantsuit. There is a lot of ass shots. So, and her, I'm not gonna lie, her ass looks amazing. Her ass looks very, very good. I'm a pervert guy. Come on. But also, at the end of the film, she does wear her skirt. She does wear the skirt. So, I don't know if the producers or the directors just didn't want the actress in the skirt, or maybe the actress didn't want the skirt. Because, I feel like the actress was okay with the skirt, and it was just the producers or the directors who were not okay with it. Because if the actress wasn't okay with it, she just wouldn't wear the skirt throughout the entire film. But she does wear the skirt during the last 5 minutes, 7 minutes of the film. I don't know. But during the last 5 minutes where the days say they were building Eternals, everybody's laughing, she does wear her iconic skirt outfit. So, I'm assuming it's more like the producers that didn't want to wear a skirt. And they were like, okay, throw a skirt in the end for the fandom. But the actress, I don't think the actress did a bad job. Tila's actress. The actress for Tila was actually pretty okay. She was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There were also some romantic interest between her and Adam, clearly. But then she, doubled down saying, oh, you're my good friend. My friend. You're good friends. And I took it as, okay. I know you don't want them together yet. But you do make it clear she does have some feeling for her. She does. I guess it's because they have their priorities. They don't need to get together yet. So yeah, my main problems with the film was just the Marvel humor, the way they treated Duncan. Idris Elba was fine as Man-at-Arms. It's just the fact they written his character to be a drunken buffoon around the majority of it, and people hating him and shitting on him for it. The fact that Adam was on Earth for the Earth stuff just sucks. Fuck, I can't speak today. Adam's roommate sucks. That's just it. They're in my opinion, this is a 7 out of 10 film. It's like Thor Ragnarok, only that the side characters are actually useful. The heroic warriors actually did shit, unlike the Warrior 3 in the MCU, they didn't do shit, or Sif. Yeah, if you are a Marvel comic book fan, you know who the Warrior 3 are. So yeah, this has been 25 minutes. This has been a pretty long review. This is unscripted because I did want something come out this Saturday. I'm sorry, guys. I've been working on the script for next week, next Saturday, I should have this video for the mini comic review be done. After that, I will have the video for the A3 film. I mean, not A3 film, the A3 movie fully done. And after that, the video for the 2002 cartoon should be done, and that will be the final day of Mochi Months. Oh, also, I also got like a bunch of the He-Man movie merch. I do have the Castle Grayskull popcorn bucket, and its cup does like detach. The tower detaches and becomes a drinking cup. There's a little like thing in the helmet of the skull of Castle Grayskull where you could put your little candy in. Whoever designed that needs a raise. That was just such a fun little thing to mess around with. Yeah, that was just fun. I like it. I liked it. It was a, yeah. What else I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. The only thing, the popcorn bucket. Yeah, that's an 8 out of 10 in my book. Maybe 9 out of 10. Just maybe make it dishwasher safe, because it's gonna be a bitch and a half to just, wash it and dry it every time you use it. But yeah, just make it dishwasher safe. It'll be a full 10 out of 10. And yeah. Oh, by the way, one time when I went to the movie and I was trying to find my seat, basically I went to the MJR and they had the recliner seats. A guy's seat was like all the way out, his feet rested up, and I tried to move past it, and I kind of slipped and fell like halfway in the aisle right in front of us and spilled like half my popcorn. So if anybody who worked at that theater at the time and saw that one giant pile of popcorn on the ground, that's my bad. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be a messy slob. I just tripped and fell. That's me. But yeah, the He-Man 2026 film. Pretty good film. Pretty fun. It's very flawed, but it's very, very good. It's like a fun, campy, good time. It's like Thor Ragnarok. 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10 in my book. A good 8 out of 10. Like, yeah. It's a good film. If you want to go watch it, that's fine. It's a very flawed film, but, just get past the Marvel humor and the Earth stuff. Yeah. Okay, well, let me know what you want to talk about next, and I'll see you guys next time.
Now get out.